Welcome to the 517 In Your Business podcast. Here's your host, Mary Gaida.
We're so glad to have WLNS TV anchor Jorma Duran joining us today for all sorts of exciting news and talk. Thanks for letting us get in your business, Jorma.
Yeah, you are in my business. I like it though.
All up in your business.
Yeah.
Now, you were doing mornings, but you recently made a switch. So tell me all about that and the happenings at WLNS.
Yeah, I'm sort of the new guy here, even though I've been here for 8 years. I took over for Sherry Jones. She retired, and so now I'm the evening anchor for the 5, 6, and the 11 for WLNS. I was the morning guy for almost 7 years-ish.
Yeah.
Loved that shift. The 1 a.m. wake-up call was rough, but I loved being in the morning. I had been in the business for more than 20 years and always thought, you know what, the morning would be really fun. And so when that opportunity came, I took it, and it was a blast. I had an opportunity to co-anchor with 4 awesome people. I'm still friends with them today. That was an important thing to have in the morning too, is someone you can work side by side with.
Yeah.
But now in the evenings, it's definitely it's different, but it's cool because I'm able to help a lot more. A lot of the younger reporters trying to help just get this news at the 5 and the 6 and the 11. It's quicker, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's quicker, it's busier,
Right.
whereas the morning was a little bit more chill.
Yeah.
So I'm still getting used to the pace, but I've done it before, and I came here with the complete mindset that once Sherry was gone, I was going to be the new Sherry. So here I am.
The new Sherry. I love
Yeah.
it.
And so
Now,
here I am. I'm having a good time.
I go back with Sherry many, many years. She's an extraordinary talent. Those are big shoes to fill, really. How did you
Yeah.
feel about all of that?
I loved it, actually, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Sherry and I became immediate friends. She was the first person I met when I interviewed here 8 years ago. She knew that I was being hired to be her in a sense.
Right.
And so there was no doubt that I was going to at least try to get this position. What she did teach me, though, is how to be a better person and a better anchor and a better news person, because for 20 years before I got here, I did a whole bunch of great jobs in TV that allowed me to be a news director, that allowed me to be a national correspondent. When I got here, I thought I knew everything. I did not. There's a complete another level of how you deliver the news and be trustworthy for the community. She definitely allowed me to learn, and every time she spoke, I listened. And every time I watched her, you probably have been around her. She makes the whole room. She's the party.
She's the light. Yeah.
She is. And I kid with her all the time. I swear to you, there's this long hallway here at the station that everyone comes in. And there's been a few times where she comes in, it's just so bright. It's just like she just floats down the hallway.
Yeah, really.
Definitely big shoes to fill. But I'm definitely happy I get the chance to try.
Yeah, well, you're doing an amazing job. We all know that. So, what's something viewers would be surprised to learn about that happens behind the scenes at WLNS?
Oh, geez. I think that that's a great question. I'm not sure. There's such transition and turnover here with this business in general.
Sure.
But I think and maybe people do know this from watching us, but the core people have been here for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So Siobhan, our news director, Jam, I kind of put myself into that. David Young, we have all these people who have been here and have been dedicated to 6 News. And so behind the scenes, we're all friends. And that's true. We all are friends. Siobhan and I, she's been to every one of my children's birthday parties and vice versa. Yeah. And that was really the way it was with Sherry. I know right now with Megan and I are great friends. Kiara and I were great friends. I just went to her wedding and so I guess my point is, behind the scenes, we really are friends in real life.
That.
Like,
yeah.
In fact, the only friends I have are working the station.
You kind of have to have that connection, right? Because it really can show. People can see that if you're not connected.
100% you can see that. And so that's why it was awesome, choosing sometimes people to be a co-anchor or a worker with someone else, especially on camera. It's important that they vibe. If they don't vibe, then it's no good. And so I think what's special and Jam hires great people in the anchoring and the major positions to the point where we all are on the same page.
Hmm.
All of us are on the same page. All of us are in unison all the time. I don't think I've ever gotten into an argument ever one time, which is odd because in newsrooms, and I've been into many, there's a lot of division, people yelling and screaming and in a positive way, but trying to
Right.
get
It's
to that
passion,
end
right?
goal. Absolutely passionate. We're a lot of opinionated, egocentric, egomaniacs in this business. And so to have it be calm is really cool. In fact, we just hired a new assistant news director, and that was his first, when we were talking with him, that was his first thing that he remembered. He was in a meeting and it was calm and everyone was working together. And he was like, I've never been in a newsroom where everyone was working together before. And I'm
That's
like, yeah.
probably part of the recipe for success is how long you've all been there, because
Hmm.
that really earns trust from the community too, to keep
Hmm.
coming back to you for their news and
Yeah,
information. So,
you're right about that.
yeah. The big question is, have you karaokeed with Siobhan?
Uh-oh. I have karaoke with Siobhan.
You
In fact, the
have.
only time I've ever karaoke since I've been in Michigan was basically with Siobhan. She made me sing. That's how influential she is.
Yeah, I've sung with her too. She's amazing. So obviously you get recognized when you go out in public. Do people always expect you to be on, like you're on when you're on the air?
Well, here's a funny answer. I am always on, no matter what. So I don't mind it. It's weird when I do get recognized. I don't get bothered by it at all. That's why I got in this stupid business in the first place.
Right.
And so it's fun to be that guy. Although it's weird if I put my glasses on or have a hat on, I go walk through anywhere. No one knows. It's really
Really?
weird. Yeah,
That
it's
is
odd.
fascinating. I'll
It's
have
the
to picture
stupid
you with
hair. If I'm
glasses.
walking around with the hair, everybody can see me like, oh, there's that guy with the hair. But
Right,
and
right.
why has he got a tie on? He must be that guy. But
Yep. That's
no, it's
hilarious.
I don't mind. I love it, and my kids and my wife realize that's part of the gig too. So it's actually awesome, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's great. Any awkward moments on TV? Can you remember back to a time when you were like, oh.
Well, it just happened on my first day anchoring on the evening. I tried to say sunset, and I said shun shit or something like that right on the first day. I was like, I haven't cussed on air in 30 years, and I did it on my first day. You know what? Not really awkward, not really. I don't remember ever being embarrassed or whatever the case may be. So yeah, not really. I think as I look back on my career, there's maybe been some embarrassing moments, but not for everyone to see. So
Right. Okay. Keep them where they belong in private, right? Now, if you weren't doing the news, Jorma, what would you be doing?
well, I know I'm talking about my dream job then.
Yeah.
So 30 years ago, I decided, okay, do I want to be a TV anchor or do I want to be a DJ? And then
Hmm.
30 years ago, the TV anchor was on TV and everyone knew his name and everyone respected it. And the DJ, he's in the corner. Well, now that's flipped. So I'm like, wait a minute, if I ever got out of TV, I would maybe want to be a DJ, but when I say that to my wife, she's just like, "You're an idiot." that, that that time is over.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely
But you know
different
what?
now.
As weird as it is, if I wasn't in TV, I probably would be doing something like that, either DJing or I don't know, producing commercials or maybe getting into acting. That's who I am. So that's probably what I would do. And
I
then
love it. Some
maybe
form
school
of
teach. Who knows?
entertainment.
Yeah, something.
Okay, okay. Now, if your life were a movie, who would play you?
Oh, what's his name? Who's that? Who did High School Musical? Zac Efron. That's what I thought. That's what I always tell. That's what I always tell my wife Natalie. Yeah, if anybody's gonna play me, I'm gonna have to find the hottest guy. No, I don't know. I don't know how if my life's a movie at all. But I couldn't tell you who would be playing me. I know that I've been told I look like Ray Liotta, but
Really?
he has since passed away, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm trying to think of who else I've been said. Yeah, I think Ray Liotta I've been told I look like, but I don't know.
It's always funny, isn't it, to hear what people think you look like,
Yeah,
and you look
absolutely.
in the mirror and you're like, I
Yeah,
don't see it, but good for
yeah,
you.
yeah. I know, right?
Well, we're really excited. You're going to caddy for us September
Yeah.
11th at the Lady Classic. The team will place a winning bid on you. All the proceeds go to Junior League. Folks will be able to golf with you for the day. You'll be able to take some shots for the
Mhm.
ladies. So, what exactly qualifies you to caddy for us? Tell me about your golf game.
Okay, so there are definitely whoever ends up getting me, it's for fun and for entertainment, not necessarily to sink a putt or to hit a good drive. I could do my best. I'm definitely the entertainment when it comes to the golf time. So if I'm the caddy, what makes me a good caddy is just to have make sure that they're having a good time. Is to be honest with you, I couldn't even help you with what club you need necessarily, depending on where the ball lands. There's like I have a golf club in a set, but I usually just use four clubs because that's the other ones that I'm not really good at.
How many times have you yelled for? And was it out of fear or confidence?
You know what? Every time I've played golf, there's not enough people around to say four. Otherwise, it would be every single time because I have the nastiest slice in mid-Michigan.
Oh boy.
I hit it far, but then I have to then shoot it back onto our hole from the other. Yeah. Lately, every time I've golfed, I'm slowing my swing down, not trying to be such a macho man, and it's helped my game a little bit. I'm okay with golf. I'm not the worst player, but I'm definitely not. I'm
It's all
definitely
about the
not.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I am fun. I'm the fun. Like if you got three serious people, then you got to bring me. That's where I'm in.
Okay, you bring the fun. Now we know as a television news anchor, you have to be trusted, you have to be fair, you have to be balanced. If you were giving live commentary on the golf outing, how brutally honest would you be?
I would be brutally honest with a tinge of humor because I think that we all have to laugh at each other, especially just when we're trying to do something like a charity golf event. And so if you miss a long putt, I would probably I'd say it in a way where you don't feel so bad, but it will be said with honesty.
All right. We can't ask for more. A fun time, honesty. You're just going to bring the positive vibes and the sunshine to the day, September 11th, right?
Hope and sunshine. Yeah. I'll talk to David on that one.
All right. Yes. Give a good plug for September 11th. Jorma, thank you so much for letting us get in your business, and we're looking very forward to seeing you
Yeah.
at the golf outing.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good time. I appreciate you talking with me.
Thanks for listening to the 517 In Your Business podcast. Get to know local businesses better by reading 517 Business Magazine. Get your subscription at 517mag.com/subscribe.